Buildaid Media, powered by builders and supported by Mix 93.8 FM and SA Garden and Home, are proud to bring you this Homeowner Workshop series. Throughout this series, we will be showcasing a wide variety of industry specialists to ensure a positive building experience. In this episode, Heather Darby from Bathrooms by Design discusses the important steps to consider when embarking on a bathroom building or renovation project. Your host is Graham Alexander from Buildaid Media.
Heather's from Bathroom by Design, and thanks for being here.
Thank you very much
Heather,
for the opportunity.
And you're going to go through a 7-point process on how to design or how to go about designing a bathroom. And your first point is research.
Yes.
So let me bring you in right now and say, okay, you're learning about this stuff, but I want to know more. How do you go about that?
Well, what I would say is that when you do decide you're going to do your bathroom, the first decision is what style of bathroom do you want? What do you want that bathroom to look like when it's finished? Maybe you want something that's a classical type of bathroom. Maybe you want a period bathroom, say Victorian, if it suits the rest of your home. Or maybe you want a very modern or contemporary type of bathroom. So you want to start to get together an image in your mind of what you want it to look like when it's finished. So research is very important, and the first place I would suggest is that you go is to the internet. There are various websites that you can use. Obviously the one that most people do understand and have used probably is Pinterest. There are millions, if not hundreds of millions of images of bathrooms, toilets, baths, etc. that you can clip and keep and save for future reference, and you can build up an idea of what you really want your bathroom to look like. Another one, an American site, is called House. You'll be able to go on there as well, where it not only has bathrooms, it has other parts of your home to look at and think about as well once you finish your bathroom. Graham, I would like to just tie in, though, one slight offshoot from this. With regard to baths and toilets, please, when you do go to do your research in a showroom, many people have not been into a tile or sanitary ware showroom in a long time. Most people probably about 3 times in their whole life of having homes. Nowadays, there are a whole variety of baths and toilets, but a part of your research, I would suggest, is get into the bath. Try it out. Sit on the toilet.
Take your shoes off.
Try it. Because a bath that may look wonderful in a visual, a picture, or in a showroom may not suit your body shape. So try sitting in the bath. Take your shoes off. The salespeople will probably be quite happy for you to actually get in and realise that you are not naive. You know what you're looking for. The same with the toilet. Certain shapes of toilets and sizes of toilets do vary slightly and may suit your body shape, and others won't. Many people have not done a bathroom very often at home. So it is important to actually see what's out there. So you need to do some research and what sort of design, what sort of look that you want. Do you want the configuration of the bathroom as it is now? Do you still want a bath in the bathroom if it has all the sanitary items? Or do you want to remove that bath and just have a shower? Do you want the shower bigger, etc.? So you need to do a bit of research on usually the internet, but there are many books, periodicals, magazines that you can also look at, whether it's in bookstores or your local spa, supermarket, whatever. But do look on the net is the main source. And from there, from that starting point, you start gathering information, visual information, and in some cases you will also get information with regard to sizes, the sizes of the components of the actual room. This is important to make sure that they fit into your room. So you start building up your whole flavour and the look of your project, of your bathroom project. It's then also important to, when you've decided what sort of look you want, you then start going into the sizes if you're going to have a bath, the actual measurements, will that bath that you see in showrooms, because part of your research is to go to showrooms, both sanitary ware and tile outlets. There are many, many of them, but I would give you a little bit of advice. Try and go to those that are well known, well respected, got track history in the industry. People who do like ceramic industries, do research into their products. They are not going to be here today, gone tomorrow. So do visit showrooms, and as I say, look at particular items that you like. Maybe they are from an international website, a bath, say, but you will see something similar in a showroom. Once you see that, have a look at it, look at the size, check the size, and also then get into that bath. Get onto that toilet and feel how it feels. How does it sit with you, literally? Here you can see on this visual here is a basic three-dimensional drawing of a bathroom. These are the sort of measurements that you should be looking at. This is atypical. Your bathroom may be very different to this, but it shows you an example of the sort of sizes. If you're getting a new home, the bathroom should have all the measurements, so you could take your plan. If you haven't, make out a little sketch drawing yourself and put on the measurements of the spaces that you have. If you're not going to be doing any moving around of walls, etc., external walls like extensions, then check that those measurements are accurate with simple tape measure, write it down, make a little plan, take it with you to check the sizes of the items that you're seeing in your showrooms. The next stage then is, once you've started getting this information together, you should then start thinking about individual components. Like, am I going to use a freestanding bath? Looking also then at the colours. There are different styles of baths. And these bring into the components of what we would call the textures, the colours, the fixtures, and the fittings. So the textures and the colours now, what does that mean? It means that you're going to look at the actual surfaces of that room. You're going to look at the walls, you're going to look at the floors. How are you going to treat those surfaces? And what sort of colours do I want to use? Again, you will go back to your research. You'll see images that you like. And there is something usually that in those images you've collected that is familiar with each individual image you've saved. Maybe it's an element of a blue coming through in a bathroom. Maybe you've seen something that has a timber look, like the image that you'll see on the right. And nowadays, those textures and colours can be completely varied in comparison to what was available to us 10 or 15 years ago. So the tiles, let's look at the tiles. They come in a whole variety of sizes now. Gone are the days where we only had the 25 by 25 or the 30 by 30. Nowadays, the people who are producing our tiles come in up to 600 by 600, 600 by 1200. That's 1.2 meters by just over half a meter. Even some of the industry leaders are going even bigger. Obviously, some of these tiles are far too big in scale for perhaps a domestic bathroom, but it depends on your home. Everybody here, their bathroom is going to be very different, very individual to you. With regard to the texture, what I mean is, as you can see on the left in the background, you've got mosaics. They don't have to be the small type of mosaics that we are all familiar with. They can be rectangular. They can be glass. They can have glittering reflective pieces in them that create a different texture and a different look. The image on the right, where you've now got the timber-looking tiles, some of these tiles are so realistic that you would really think they were timber, but they're not. And of course, you can't use timber in a bathroom on the floor. It is not a suitable material because of water expansion and contraction. These tiles now give you this possibility to create a wonderful, different type of look for your bathroom. Also, on the left-hand side, this particular bathroom we did for a client where she bought this wallpaper that has all these names on, and this was a waterproof bathroom-styled wallpaper that could be used. So there's that facility as well, but has to be used carefully, that it is suitable for a bathroom. With tiles, the finishes and tiles have come a long way. And what's nice now is that you can use a marble-looking tile, but it isn't actually marble, but looks almost as good as. But now, other elements, things like mirrors. Mirrors have come a long way from the one that you used to buy at, say, a small builder's outlet. You can make a very dramatic image, a focal point for your bathroom. These are the finishing type of touches that you will do once the bathroom is almost finished and ready to walk into. Because when you see the bathroom finished, it will come to you the type of look of mirror that you would like. You'll see the one on the left-hand side is rather plain, but there is a lot going on in the background with regard to the tiles, and you've got lighting and a beautiful vanity with a timber top. So it's gone for a fairly plain, but it's big and it gives a lovely effect of reflective light, which is also important. Mirrors are not just there for us to look at. They're a focal point and they're also a light reflector. It also gives an image of a room being bigger, much bigger. The one on the right is a more exotic, luxurious type of mirror, which is purchased either through a designer or at designer outlets. Again, it creates a very important focal point. It can also have lighting incorporated into mirrors nowadays. They are readily available on the marketplace. So you can incorporate a mirror with light into it. So it's nice for shaving in or for putting your makeup in on, and it's good. It's a very nice product. Purpose made and easy to install by the correct type of installer. The last mirror I was going to just mention is there are mirrors on the market now for smaller compact areas, for places where people are living in apartments and space, and we're just going to talk now about storage, is that space is an optimal thing. These mirrors I saw on Decorex, they are going into production where there is storage behind the mirror. So the mirror swivels, and there is compartment area for your toiletries, and then it can be turned back, kept clean and tidy looking, but there is a mirror on this side. Which leads me into storage. Storage is very important in a bathroom. We all have items that we all, very personal, we want them by us in the bathroom. We don't really want to have to go back to the bedroom or somewhere else to get. So storage is an optimal thing. More often than not, storage is usually found in the vanity unit underneath the basin. The two images you see here, you've got a free floating vanity, which is on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side, you've got a vanity that has legs. But both are off the floor, so it keeps it easy to keep clean. Nowadays, you can have a drawer underneath a basin. Many years ago, this was not a facility. So it was only a dummy drawer. But nowadays you can open the drawer and you'll see that inside there is an opening insert so that you can access the drawer, use the sides of the drawer, and when it pushes back in, the shaped part that's been cut out inside the drawer will fit snugly around the bottle trap, the trap of the sink. So that is extra for you to have storage. Other areas in a bathroom, modern ones now, with cupboards and drawers, once you open them, you're having inserts within the drawer. Just like kitchen units, you can open, pull the drawer right the full length of the drawer to access the back. There's the same with the cupboards. You can have inserts when you open the cupboard, you pull the insert out, and you can utilize the whole space without having to get underneath and rummage around at the back of a cupboard. This leads to the use then of fittings. Fittings that go with your cabinetry, etc., your sinks, these are important parts of the finish of the bathroom. Nowadays, the integration of colour has also come and finishes to taps, to the spout, whatever kind of water filler you're going to use either on your basin or in your bath, and also towel rails. Towel rails, towel racks. They're also a form of storage because you're going to store your towels easily accessible but not wasting space in a cupboard. But you want them to be hung or to be on show on a nice receptacle. So like we see here, colours ranges of not just chrome anymore or the brushed steel. You've now got rose gold, you've got black, you've got the conventional chrome, you've got copper coming back, you've got brass coming back. So there's a whole range of added items that you can add to your finished look of your bathroom.
The old boring, what was called a medicine cabinet, above the basin with a mirror and a whole lot of nasty things in there. They were pretty practical though.
Yes, they were. And they still are. Again, if you do your research and go into showrooms, you'll see where there is the integrated cabinet, as we used to call it, the old medicine cabinet, integrated with a mirror. And they are really elegant. They are gone the days with a whole timber little cupboard with a mirror, and if you were lucky, it had a shape design around the top of it. Those cabinets you still can purchase somewhere, but most of the outlets nowadays, you can see these medicine-type chests, which are an extra added advantage if you need something that is in front of the sink.
There's just a couple of things that we mustn't forget when we're going into designing and building our homes. Just a couple of pointers. One, it's not difficult. Don't let anybody confuse you that the science of building is... If you have a professional, you take your time, you use people like us, it's a lot of fun. And you can build to budget. We're busy with contracts all the time. We get it spot on. Couple of things on that list there. Budget realistically. If you're going to start, you can't build a 5-bedroom home for 2 million rand. You need some kind of a realistic budget, otherwise you're in for a surprise. Don't take advice from your butcher and your doctor and your chemist. They don't know anything. That's bad advice. They're just giving you some of their experience. Experience is not good advice. Employ the right architect to provide a complete service. Get involved. Get involved. Understand what people are doing. It's your project. Use technology. Technology like modeling, 3D modeling, BIM, building information modeling. Use specialists. People like this. They're out there in most manufacturers. Not most. All of them. You'll be amazed what they'll do for free in helping you put this design together. Clever architects use them all the time. Calculate the building costs accurately. Go to a company like Buildaid or a quantity surveyor. Give them your drawings. They'll work it out down to the last nail and the last litre of paint before you start building. Once you've started building, it's probably too late. Employ the right contractor. One of my favorite clients, unfortunately passed away. He was the head of Westbank, and we designed his lodge and ended up doing a whole lot of other houses for him. And he said the most important thing, because he was running a bank, was the contractor. He said above everybody else, it's the contract, because you're going to spend 6 months with this guy and you're going to trust him and you don't want to mess. Get the right contractor and then use a contract and get everything in writing. Don't just agree to things, put everything in writing. Thank you very much for listening, and thank you very much to my guests.
Thank you for joining us. If you would like to watch any more of the workshops in the Homeowner series, follow the Buildaid YouTube channel or visit our website, buildaid.co.za, where you can find a full range of our product offering. To book your seat at our next workshop, visit caxtonevents.co.za. Don't forget to tune into Mix 93.8 FM Wednesday evenings from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. to listen to the Buildaid show.